So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Murray going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Murray. This is taken in by McBride. They run for it with Harris. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run again with Harris. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Williams brings it in. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try the right side with Harris. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris. And once again, this defense very stout. They stop him for no gain for the 2nd straight play. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. It's still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal. And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Texans at 8-1 on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, it's Murray. He's got McBride here over the middle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Murray off play action. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. Murray and company going for it on fourth. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I have to tell you, Brandon, I feel like a coach right now because I'm wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, you're always taught, don't let someone cross your face. If they want to go outside, it's okay. But they make that outside fake, cut back inside, often to great success.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. That one a first down pickup of 8. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
From the 6 now on second and 3.
They run again with Breida. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Play fake. Murray. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Murray now to throw. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. The 30. 10. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TV. So who would have guessed this defense would turn into a high-powered offense? They get the fumble return for a score on the previous drive, and now a pick 6 there. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. This complete to Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Play action now. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Murray.
Delivers on the crosser to McBride.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before half from Murray. Over the middle, it's complete. And he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. But they will not be able to capitalize as time is run out here on the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston. And it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game. Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Murray. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
To throw, it's Murray. This is caught by Williams. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deommodore Lenoir.
And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Able to get this one to McBride. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Here's Murray. Goes right back to McBride. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Murray now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing now is Murray. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. They're still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you lose in a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Second and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Second and 7. Prescott off play action. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. This offense so far on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Dak Prescott keeping it himself from 5 yards out.
And the Texans are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
A pass there complete to Sutton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Here's Murray. A nice little juke. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Shotgun now from Murray. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Trey McBride with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is down to 24. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fields it right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Here we go with Kamara. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Prescott. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
46.
Prescott now. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Here's Michael Palardy now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And look at this. He's going to keep it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Murray now on 1st down. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara.
Taken down at the 42.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A run between the tackles with Breida. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The offense on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Play action now, Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. A 10th carry for Kamara, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal. Starting to look like this drive may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Well, Prescott here to throw.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Here's Prescott.
Here's Freiermuth again.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
As our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe.
What I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates. All my balls on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just and I took it, I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go, I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving. We making movies, moving. I get a chance to take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, who we? One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, who we? One shot, movie.